Okay, so I think this isn't tilted, but if it's crooked, I'm sorry. So today I wanted to spice up the video. We are on my balcony. It's not much of a balcony. It's probably like 2 feet of room, but I'm able to sit out here. I actually just finished decorating the half back of my apartment for the pets. I put some AstroTurf down there, and then I moved the litter box around and put more cat toys because I want them to be able to come outside as well. I also put a mesh door, but this is my back door, and it's like a factory looking door, so it can't really stay open, and it's kind of big. It's just in the way. So I did get a mesh door so the cats and the dog can walk in and out, and now I have to set that up. But so far it's mainly for Aries, Kit Kat, and Lucky, and they seem to enjoy it. Kit Kat's already out here. I'm not going to show you guys what it actually looks like yet because I want to do an apartment tour. I know it's been a long time since I've done one, and it's been a long time since I moved, so I probably should have already done one, but the apartment isn't ready yet, so I want to show you guys when it's perfect. Anyway, in today's video, me and Mia are going to be doing a collab on what you guys shouldn't buy at a pet store. So if you guys already didn't check her video out, or you want to check her video out after this video, make sure you click the link down below. I will leave it there. Kit Kat, that's not very nice. And we're outside. Peaceful, peaceful. Okay, comment down below if you guys want to see a meditating session with all the animals because I'm ready to do it. Okay guys, so before we get into this, I just want to let you know that some of these products you can use, well, you shouldn't use, or you should use to your own risk or discretion, and then some of these products you absolutely should not use, so I'm just going to go over that as well when I list the products. So the first product I have is showy tanks. They're usually small animal cages like the ones you see for hamsters. They scream marketing because they're made to look fun, they're made to be eye appealing to children so their parents can get them for them. They're very colorful, they usually have tubes and stuff. I'll put a picture somewhere. But they're usually on the smaller side, so there's really never enough room for your animals in them. Hamsters are hyper animals and love to run around, and having a small cage like that doesn't allow them to. I get that they have hamster wheels and that's what they're used to exercise on, but at the end of the day, you also want to make sure they have enough floor space to run around in. Some hamsters actually like to bite the wire, and that's not good for them when they're stressed out, or their teeth. And they can also get their legs and arms caught in the cage, which is bad because they could break a limb that way or even rip one off. The tubes in some of them are a hazard because there's not proper ventilation in them. When a hamster is going in that small tube, most of the time there's not going to be holes everywhere because they don't want the hamster's legs or arms getting caught in them. They really don't have that many holes, so there's usually not proper ventilation in there for a hamster to hang around. Really, any habitat with small gaps isn't a good idea for a hamster because they can get their legs, feet, anything caught in them. This is a product you should not buy, and the solution is just get a bigger tank, get a aquarium. I had a 40-gallon aquarium for Charlie, my old winter white dwarf hamster, and it worked great for him. They have a lot more floor space and they're usually cheaper. Fish bowls. Let's get into fish bowls. People love buying them for their betta fish. Fish bowls are too small. They can stress your fish out because they really have nowhere to swim. They're just swimming in a circle all day. You know, as a fish, I would want to be able to swim in a straight line for a minute, but they just swim in a circle all day. If you have a fish bowl, you're going to have to keep changing the water daily because usually you don't put a filter in there. It gets dirty really quick, and when your fish poops and the leftover food hits the bottom of the bowl, there's really no place it can go, so you kind of have to clean it pretty often. Sometimes the reflections on the actual fish bowl can stress the fish out as well. So this is a product, again, you should not use. I recommend a regular square or a rectangle aquarium because it'll get, well, it depends on the square, okay? Don't get one like this small, maybe like this big. It just gives them more room to swim around in. And you can put a filter in there and probably decorate it more than you could a fish bowl anyway. And you won't have to clean it that much. The next pet store product I have that you shouldn't buy are certain dog toys. So dog toys like tennis balls, stuffed animals, and balls with holes in them. These can be used to your discretion. It all depends on your dog. I, as an owner, for the next two, because the next one is also a dog product, I'm going to be speaking from a large dog owner's perspective. I do have a pit bull who loves to chew up everything, like I mean everything, and half of the stuff he'll actually eat. If your dog is small, I'm pretty sure they won't have a hard time using one of these. But you also should keep in mind that some of these toys can have the same effect on small dogs just as they would with large dogs. It all depends on their temperament and the strength of their chew and all of that other stuff. So the thing with tennis balls especially by large dogs, can be be eaten in seconds. I mean, Aries will eat a tennis ball. He'll chew it up and then he'll start eating it. So we don't buy those anymore. Another thing about tennis balls is the fibers from the tennis ball are actually like sandpaper. So over the course of time, they can actually sand your dog's teeth down, which is not good. Stuffed animals are good for when you have dogs with their man parts still, but sometimes stuffed animals aren't good because the dogs can chew them up and break them super easily, and they can get all that fuzz stuck in their mouth. If they digest enough, you probably have to take them to the... I keep wanting to say laundry room. Like, why do I want to say laundry room? If your dog digests enough of the stuffing, then you're probably going to have to take them to the emergency room. Plus, it'll just be a mess to clean. Balls with holes in it can actually get caught on your dog's teeth and be swallowed, so those are a choking hazard. A solution I have for you is just try hard rubber balls or hard rubber toys. Kong has those rubber toothbrushes, and I also have a Kong toy for Aries. He literally cannot chew through that, and it keeps him occupied for a while because you can stuff like peanut butter and all this different, you know, food in there for him. Ropes can also be good because they're kind of hardy, but they should be used to your discretion, because if you play, like me, I'll play with Aries with the rope, so we'll play like tug of war, but you want to watch out. You don't want to really like jerk the rope that hard because you don't want to hurt your dog's teeth. And silicone balls are also a good idea. So the next bad pet product I have is retractable leashes or longer leashes. So I don't even have to explain myself really for retractable leashes with a larger dog, but they will bolt and they will probably break that leash in a matter of seconds. A smaller dog, retractable leashes can be really good for. You can give them their distance, and also a trained dog. If your dog is a larger dog and they're trained, a retractable leash can be great. The rope from the retractable leash can also cause frictions and burns on not only your dog but you, so definitely if you have a trained dog or a smaller dog, I recommend a retractable leash, but for big doggos like Aries and dogs that are really not trained, I wouldn't recommend it. You really have no control. Now, the problem with extra long leashes are they can actually confuse training. So since they're long, they're more sensitive when you tug them. If your dog's trained and they know heel as a tug, then they can confuse the difference between a tug meaning heel and a tug meaning that they're still allowed to roam because, you know, they were accidentally tugged, or because longer leashes are really sensitive with tugging. That's also a leash you just have a lack of control with. God forbid you're on the sidewalk right next to a busy street and you look away for a second and your dog goes running out into the street with that long leash because he has all that room he can use, and poor Sparky gets hit by a car. But this is to be used at your own discretion, so if you do have a small dog, kudos to you. These probably are great. The solution I have for this is just get a regular short leash. Double handle leashes are also a great alternative because they have a handle at the top and a handle at the bottom. You can hold your dog really close to you, or you can give them some leeway. The last bad pet product I have are laser pointers for cats. So these also are to be used at your own discretion. I'm not going to say this is a bad product because it can keep your cats entertained. You definitely can use this. It can stress your cat out because they're chasing a dot for so long but they can't catch it. So my solution for this is, if you're playing with your cat using a laser toy, I definitely recommend handing them treats every so now after they catch the red dot, or handing them a stuffed animal as a reward, or whatever toy they like, because it shows them that they can actually get a reward out of it. They actually can catch their prey. If they're just chasing that red dot for so long and they can't catch it, they can become frustrated and probably get bored with the toy pretty quick. So I hope you all enjoyed this video of me listing bad pet products. If you have any more things to say about those pet products, why they're bad, or even so, if you want to counter my argument and say why they're good pet products, leave it down below. I'm ready for all feedback. So if you want to go hear 5 more products you shouldn't use, I will leave Mia's link down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. We're ending it with Aries' butt in the camera.